Hello, everyone. This is your market update for Thursday, June 5th, 2025. Today, we're going to get initial claims expected at 236,000, as well as the U.S. trade deficit for April, expected at negative 63 billion. Yesterday's ADP employment came in far below expectations. It was just 37,000 versus the 110,000 estimate. And tomorrow will be a big day. We'll get non-farm payrolls expected at 125,000 for May with a 4.2% unemployment rate. Over to the charts, gold is rallying. We are several days into June now, and prices have not rolled over. This is leading me to believe that April 7th may have been the intermediate degree bottom. It's very uncommon. It only lasted 3 days, and prices never dipped below the 50-day EMA. But with the price action I'm seeing in silver and platinum and gold miners, I'm beginning to think that this probably was the cycle low. And now we're at the drawing board again looking for this cycle to peak and roll over. So right now we'll have to see how prices react to tomorrow's non-farm payrolls, but we still have a non-confirmation. Silver's breaking to fresh highs, platinum and gold miners, but gold is not. And as long as it stays below $3,500, I think that's a potential warning sign that the whole market could roll over. But if gold breaks through 3,500, then we're going to be looking for new cycle highs and the potential for a top here in the coming weeks. Over to silver, currently trading at $35.93. We're at that critical threshold here. We're above 35. And like I said, I probably need to see a sustained breakout through 36 to make sure this just isn't what they call an overthrow. Sometimes we'll see that prices will break to fresh highs and then roll over. We kind of had that back here. We had a peak in May of 2024, and then prices broke through resistance into the October high. That only lasted a few days, and then they immediately rolled over. So we'll see what happens here at $36. This is pretty important, but if we get a sustained breakout through 36, then I'm pretty sure we're going to be on our way to $40. Platinum also moving higher, currently trading at $1,129. We're coming into resistance around $1,150. This level was set back here in April of 2023. That'd be pretty stiff resistance to make it through there, but it's possible. Prices have been undervalued for a very long time, and we've been waiting for a big, strong move in platinum, and this may be materializing now. We'll see if we can get through that level. Over to the monthly chart, I wanted to show you we still have this 17-year descending triangle pattern here. And really, on a monthly basis, I would like to see prices close above that 1,150 level. We're only 5 days into June, so we still have a long way in the month. But if we get a strong close above that on a monthly basis, then I'd say we have a very bullish breakout in platinum. And I think it probably could start to play catch up to gold in a significant way. Over to gold juniors, I pointed this out yesterday, and we're still in the potential window for an inverted cycle high. Like I said, prices have been forming this cycle turning points about every 5 months, fairly regularly. And we're in that 5 month window again here, where we should have been seeing intermediate cycle low, but instead prices are rallying. We're back up to this upper trend line boundary. And we'll see. We could get a pivot here and a turning point today or tomorrow. We'll see. But if prices continue to rally through $70 without any resistance, then we have a significant breakout, in my opinion. This is very critical here around $70 in GDXJ. Over to Coeur Mines, ticker symbol CDE. I pointed this out before. This trend line goes back almost 30 years, all the way back to 1996. So it looks like we have a breakout. This has been above this trend line here for a couple weeks now. And we're getting a little upside follow through, especially with silver breaking higher here. It looks like we might have a significant breakout in silver miners, and that could be good for the entire sector. So I'm watching that, but right now it looks like we do have a breakout there. And then over to the ratio here, the GDX to GLD ratio. Again, we're still at critical resistance here around 0.173. We'll see if we can get a breakout through this area. We haven't had it just yet. We'll see how prices react to it today. But very critical resistance here. And if we can make it through that, then that could spell a significant turning point in gold miners. I did want to point out here in the upper panel, the MFI is deeply overbought here. So we'll see. That doesn't necessarily mean prices are peaking, but it's extremely overbought. So it's a little bit of a warning signal. And then lastly, I wanted to leave you with the dollar. This has probably been the most confusing part. We have not had an intermediate cycle bottom since September of last year. Prices rallied. They barely touched the 50-day EMA here in May. We never got progressive closes above it. So we are still looking for a low in the dollar. And I think to get that correction in precious metals, the dollar has to bottom and we have to have progressive closes above that 50-day EMA to support a bottom in the dollar and a correction in precious metals. Right now, prices are coming back to retest this 98 area. And we'll see if this holds. We could get a double bottom, but if it continues to bleed lower below 98, then this could be just kind of a runaway death move lower, and that could propel precious metals even higher. So we'll be watching that. But right now, I think we could be putting in a bottom here in the dollar. So that's it for now. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you later.